Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening, everybody. I know.
Good evening, sir.
I know we all are waiting eagerly to have the address of our speakers. There is a good response. Thank you, everybody, for giving a good response to the call. Yes, I know we were off air for long. This pandemic has really crippled us, and we were in a virtually locked situation. But then we could get the courage and inspiration from the speaker of the day, and then we got all the support, and we are able to see you in big numbers. And starting the day, on behalf of Public Relations Society Delhi, I must extend compliments to each and everyone for a good health, safe, so far as our coming out for work is concerned. As friends, as you know, Public Relations Society Delhi has a vision to promote and recognize the public relation as a profession, and it is a key role in the management of business and organization. I always say, gone are those days when only HR, finance, and operation used to be the key department of an organization. Gradually, we are heading towards communication at the corporate level, at the board level. The days are not far away. We will get a more insight on this from our respected DG sir. I will briefly develop on. I am technically waiting for gathering to hype enough. I have got 83 plus person who are already logged in, and we have got a 288 registration. We are hopeful that we will touch 100 quickly, and then we will start with the order of the day. Order of the day will run like this. We know that, as I mentioned, everybody here is affected from this COVID-19. Its impact, its negative impact. And whenever we have spoken to anyone, everybody in the mourning state. And I tell you, last month, rather, we had to cancel. I should not use the word cancel, rather postpone a webinar. And then now only last week, I got a call from the speaker who Baba, let us go ahead now. So we had to postpone our long big events. So we will have one prayer in the memory of all the souls which were lost. They are departed. Hardly there is a person who has not lost in that respect, so that we will remember them. We will seek pardon from them. And then we will request our chairman of the Public Relations Society Delhi also to make the welcome address and invite the speaker of the day, Sopti sir. And then there is a very surprise moment. They say whenever something is happening under a divine platform, and divine things do happen. So while we were working for the fixing the date and time, and it so happened that there is a one good development, then would content development was going on, and Sopti sir will announce about that, and he will be sharing that during the course of his deliberation. So as I mentioned that I was waiting for the 100 to touch, we are already 93 plus. With this now, with the permission of everybody in the room, may I request Rama Madam to administer the 1 minute silence in the memory of all the souls which are departed from earth. I must brief you on Madam Rama. She is a full-fledged professional so far as the profession of public relation, corporate planning is concerned, and she is known for a lot of creativity. When we think of creative developments, and way back in early 2000, she had developed a lot of creative tableaus and models, and which we know for a sort of a launch in public sector. And she is a former general manager, head of the PR and corporate communication from REC. Over to you, madam.
Good afternoon, everyone. Let us pray before we start our session. Good afternoon, everyone. Let us pray before we start our session. 2 years ago, none of us were aware of coronavirus, but today we are in the grip of ripple effects which it has disrupted our lives in a manner beyond our imagination to an extent that many of us lost near and dear ones. We are in a numb, pain, lonely, helplessness, leaving us bewildered. We are separated physically, introduced to social distancing, but God, we know you are there, you are our strength. We are not separated from you. Today we pray for all who are suffering, all those who are taking care of health. We also pray, God, for all those who are grieving families. Now let us pay homage to all the departed souls by observing 1 minute silence and pray in our mind so that departed souls can rest in peace. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you. This is with a heavy heart. Everybody has come. Thank you very much, and thank you very much. Starting further, as per our schedule, we have to start with our welcome address. Before inviting Rao Saab for the welcome address, I mentioned that the public relations strategy is headed under the umbrella of our chairman, Mr. S. S. Rao, and he is also assisted by Mr. A very able vice chairman, Mr. Sarvesh Tiwari ji. Both together keep us guiding, keep us giving us inspirations. And Mr. Sarvesh Tiwari, who is listening us because of the limitations and technology constraints, he is listening. He is just called that he is already checked in. Mr. Tiwari is a founder and MD of PR Professionals. He is a very young, enthusiastic, and powerful person, and he believes in mutual reciprocity, and that is what his social network or his mandate is. And then coming to Mr. Rao Saab, as we know that, as he is known in the industry, he is a go-getter, and he is heading the PR and corporate communication in called PFC. And he is a professional, be it MBA, be it a master's in journalism and PR. And above all, he is a dedicated, committed person to the profession. And he is an awarded and recognized personality. Over to Rao, sir.
Thank you, Bhava, sir. Hope I'm audible, sir. Clear?
Yes, loud and clear, sir.
Thank you. Good afternoon. A warm welcome to all of you. On behalf of Public Relations Society Delhi, I welcome today's speaker, who heads the apex body of all CPSUs as Director General. Shri Atul Sopti is a known name in the PSU circles and does not need much introduction. Thank you very much, sir, for being with us this afternoon by sparing some time out of your busy schedule to be with us, that too on a holiday. We are thankful and grateful to you for this kind gesture, sir. Sir, just to give you an idea about Public Relations Society Delhi, we keep organizing programs from time to time on a lot of topical themes, ranging from communication-related issues to wellness to health. So we have had a host of eminent personalities in the past, like Sir William Marculi, Joshua Pollack, etc. Ever since the pandemic started, we turned virtual, but did not stop organizing programs, sir. Going forward, if the situation turns favorable, we may shift to physical format, which has its own set of advantages. Just a little bit about the membership profile, sir. We have about 150 professionals from various allied professions like PR, advertising, journalism, and mass communication. And they are all achievers in their own right. They are in their own fields, representing public sector, private sector, and various other advertising agencies. Some of them work in newspapers. So we have had a diverse group, sir. This is a beautiful blend of professionals that we have in the midst of us, who keep motivating us, encouraging us from time to time. And just to set the context for today's webinar, I would like to so that everybody is in the same page and we know what is going to come. Today, sir is going to talk about the role of communications in the changing paradigm. I mean, this is in reference to the pandemic, evolving role of corporate communications and all that. And after that, role and contribution of PSUs, especially during pandemic. A lot of us, we do not know what the public sector undertakings have done and contributed to the to minimize the impact of the pandemic. And he will also guide us, give us his directions about the way forward for corporate communicators. And now I wouldn't like to stand between you and today's honorable speaker. So I leave the floor open. Over to you, Baba sir.
Thank you, Rao Saab. As usual, Rao Saab is to the point, with clarity in mind, and he is always eager to bring the speaker on the front. But Rao Saab, there are some things about the speaker we must know, that sir has taken a very proactive decision to talk to us. And when everybody was shying away, running away, he said, no, that is our role. ये तो धर्म है, यही तो काम है जिसके लिए हम हैं. So that's why we got encouraged and we said, yes, we will set the ball rolling. And with this all, sir, over to you. And we will take question and answer as you had agreed, but that will be on the end when you are through with your presentation, sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Babaji. I'm audible?
Loud and clear, sir.
Yes, clear, sir.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon, sir.
I hope all of you and your nears and dears, they are fine and in good health. Difficult times all of us faced this last 15 months, I'll say. Just now we had prayer for the departed souls. I remember in the month of February end 2020, around 28th February or so, I was invited by Columbia University, USA as their guest to talk on the climate change and the role of the public sector enterprises and what efforts are being made in India. It was an international conference and the experts from all over the world were there. I came back on during the first week of March 20 here. And that conference, in fact, the organizers were insisting that I should definitely come because the Chinese counterpart was not able to come and they wanted somebody from the Asian countries. I remember all, top experts from across the world were there. And nobody could foresee that this kind of pandemic would be there. Everybody was talking about Chinese infection and nobody was aware at that time. Name was not given the COVID. But all of us who were there, they were very happy that it will get limited to the China only and nothing will happen to us. So despite intelligentsia across the world discussing there, nobody had envisaged that something had happened to us also. And you know that we came here and then after that, in the month of March, then final lockdown took place and after that things have been very, very difficult. While talking about paying our condolences to the departed soul, I like to mention here specifically the public sector enterprise fraternity who worked very hard during this period. I think I'll request somebody's mic is on because noise echo is coming. That will be nice if we switch off our.
May I request even in the room everybody to switch off the mic. Even myself, mic is off.
Okay. So the public sector enterprises, fraternity, they worked very hard during this period. Detail I will talk later on. And many of them have lost their lives while serving the nation. Many of them. In fact, we had collected some data, which I will not be sharing here. It will not be good to share at this point of time. But only point which I like to mention, that they were the real warriors. Many of the people from the public sector enterprises, I was talking to the senior executives, the chief executives. None of you would have seen any problem on the power failure. None of you would have seen any problem on the petroleum sector, whether coal sector, any field. But they were working behind the scenes, these people. There, in fact, the contribution will not like that should go unrecognized. And here, on behalf of the public sector enterprise fraternity, I like to pay my regards, my tribute to them. And we are with their families and nears and dears. Coming to this particular program, when Mr. Bawa had approached us, we agreed that it's always a pleasure to talk to the people who are experts in this field and who have done a lot of work. Bawa Sahab was mentioning here about Rao Sahab, Ramaji. He himself did mention about himself that he has also been expert in this particular field. Mr. Sarvesh Tiwari, who is the vice chairman, Karwandaji, all those people, they are the experts, and it's sometimes difficult for a person like me who is not from the communication background but talking to the experts who have served for such a long period. Nevertheless, I'll try my best and try to respond to the whatsoever I could do based on my experience, based on my interaction in the past and the present also. I'm very happy to know that Public Relations Society Delhi, they are doing a good work basically for enhancing the skills and knowledge of the PR professional or communication professionals. Bawa Sahab in the beginning was mentioning that the society has a vision that recognition of public relations as a profession. Very noble vision they have. I'll talk about it later on, that how this vision can be fulfilled according to my thinking. I also like to convey my best wishes to Mr. Rao and his team who have taken over, I'm told, as the governing council office bearers in the month of April. My best wishes are with them, and I'm sure they will take this organization to the newer heights. All the best to all of you. Talking about my own organization from where I come from now, the Standing Conference of Public Enterprises, as mentioned by my previous speakers, it is an apex body of the public sector enterprises who have done tremendous work, public sector enterprises, in the socio-economic development of this country. We work on 4 pillars of working. You can visit our website and see the kind of work which is being done by the SCO. Mainly the policy, advocacy, and the representation. In the representation, in fact, we represent the 1 million employees as employers on various forums, whether it's Ministry of Labor and Employment is there, Department of Public Enterprises are there, Ministry of Skill Development is there, international forums. For example, today also, we are representing the public sector employer in the International Labour Conference, where close to 176 countries are participating. And today also, in fact, conference is going on and will continue till 8 o'clock in the night. And there, in fact, public sector enterprises are being represented by us, along with the trade unions and the government officials. We are on the ESI boards, we are on the EPF board, We represent the public sectors in the WTO, in the OECD forums, many international forums. So this is the one area where we are working. Second is the capacity building area and the skill development. Third is the workshops and the programs primarily for the capacity development. And the last is the brand building. We have taken a series of novel initiatives in the recent past, in last 1 or 2 years, some of which are related to the communication area I'll touch upon during the later part of my talk. But before that, let me take you to the public sectors. I'm very happy to know that in today's program, as I've been told, not only from Delhi, but across the country, people have joined. Not only from the public sector, the people from the private sector are also there. Not only the working professionals are there, but media people are also there. So it will be nice to talk to you and just share with you my thoughts about the public sector. On face of it, you may be knowing that public sector has done a lot of work, but I'll give you some figures and try to break some myths with some facts also with you. You know that when the first 5-year plan that was introduced in the country, there were only 5 CPSCs. And today they have grown to 348 CPSCs, out of which 249 are operational today. And in fact, they have gone up in the recent past to more than 250 or 260. They contribute close to 13% of the country's GDP, with a turnover of 22.43 lakh crore. 22.43 lakh crore, if you convert in taking the $1 is equal to rupee 70, then it worked out to be close to 363 billion. It's a huge numbers. Huge number, 363 billions. The other day I was doing just back of envelope calculations. The IMF gives the GDP figures of close to 201 or 202 countries. Only 39 countries in the world have got more GDP than the 363 billion US dollar. So just imagine the contribution which is being made by the public sector. That is more than the GDP of 160 countries in the world. Just imagine the enormity of the total operation, the vastness of the total operations which is being done by the public sector enterprises. In terms of the contribution, we are bigger than even South Africa GDP, 40% more than the Pakistan GDP. And if you see the contribution in the coal sector, we are present almost in all the important sectors. In the coal sectors, 92% comes from the public sector enterprises. If you take a power, more than 51% comes from the public sector enterprises. In the gas, 83% comes from the public sector enterprises. In the fertilizer, 37% from the public sectors. Transportation, majority of the things in the railways, etc., comes from the public sector. Huge contribution is there. Because saying alone that we are giving 363 billion has got no meaning. That's why I gave you the comparison with the different countries' GDP. Coming to the profit. The profit, these figures which I am talking is with respect to 18-19, because 19-20 figures have yet to be compiled by DPE. So this is based on the DP survey of 2018-19, but okay, it gives you the rough picture of this. 1.75 lakh crore of the profit is coming from these public sector enterprises. And against the common belief, this is a very important sentence which I am going to make before you. Against the common myth that public sectors are the loss-making. Reality is 178 PSUs out of these 249 PSUs, operating PSUs are making profit. 71% of the public sector enterprises are the profit making. Whether 75% is higher figure or lower figure, I'll just give you some analysis. In USA, there are close to 7,000 listed companies. 7,000 listed companies. And out of the 7,000 listed companies, only 38% are the profit-making companies. So just imagine, in India, there are listed companies. There are two stock exchanges, National Stock Exchange and Bombay Stock Exchange. So put together, there is close to 7,400 enterprises are there listed companies. I don't think there is no specific data. I could find it out. But I don't think more than 50% would be the profit making there. Just see. And public sector, this is a figure which I will like the people who are from the media also here to carry in their mind about the profit making whatsoever being done by the public sector enterprises. Every year, close to 3.68 lakh crores of the contribution is to the exchequers by way of excise duty, by way of the taxes, by way of the dividend, etc. Huge amount. Coming to the CSR contribution, 3,900 crores every year is being contributed. Close to 3,900 crore. That's the kind of contribution. So this I told you about the public sector contribution. If I keep on talking, this is a subject for which I am very passionate. If I start talking, I'll not be able to go to your today's topic of the what they call communication. But I just wanted to give you what kind of contribution has been made, is being made, and will be continued to be made. Coming to the contribution which has been done by the public sector enterprise, the point which was made by Mr. Rao in the beginning about what kind of contribution was made during the pandemic. On 24th of March, when the lockdown, 2020, when the lockdown was announced, one of the biggest lockdown in the world, at that time, everybody was scared. But public sector enterprise, they came forward. In all the areas they worked. Whether the PM Care Fund. In the PM Care Fund, close to 2,400 crores were given. And this 2,400 crore doesn't take into account whatsoever was contributed in the CM Care Funds. This is one area where it was the contribution, financial contribution was done. Then needy and migrants, they were supported in a big way, big way. I myself got the information from the Ministry of Labor because we represent the employer. And there the circular came that contract labor, even if they are not working, they have to be paid, which I was circulated to all of our member organizations. And I'm pleased to share that everybody contributed there and they took care of all these migrants and the contract labor. Third thing was all the infrastructure, whether medical infrastructure, whether the office infrastructure, everything was provided by these public sectors. Hospitals, all hospitals were made available. Then if you talk the manufacturing side, whether it's mask manufacturing, PPE equipment manufacturing, medical equipment manufacturing, everything was undertaken by the public sector enterprises. A great achievement. Awareness programs which were launched there. We, in fact, at that point of time, I'm relating it to now the communication front because you people are from the communication side. We at Scope thought that when so much work is being done, that need to be showcased because otherwise it will get unnoticed. People are working in pockets and one pocket and there. We came out with the idea of a compendium. A compendium on the work which is being done by the public sector enterprises. And I'm pleased to share that in the month of September, we came out with a compendium which got the blessings from Honorable President of India, Honorable Vice President of India, Honorable Prime Minister of India, Ministers of India, Secretaries of India. And it's available on our website also. And it was launched by Honorable Minister Javadekar Saab and Shri Arjun Meghwal Saab. And this received a very positive accolades from everywhere in the country. Can we see something about the compendium, the technical team, the launching of this which was launched? Anyway, we can move to the next point that when the second wave came, at that point of time also in the month of April, lot of contribution has been made by the public sector enterprises. In fact, the oxygen problem which came, the organization came forward.
और इस वक्त हम सीधे रुख करते हैं जहां सूचना और प्रसारण मंत्री प्रकाश जावड़ेकर स्कोप की किताब लॉन्च कर रहे हैं। इस वक्त सीधा प्रसारण हम सीधे रुख करते हैं जहां महामारी के दौरान सूचना और प्रसारण मंत्री प्रकाश जावड़ेकर सहायता की स्कोप की किताब लॉन्च इसी से कर रहे हैं। इस वक्त सीधा प्रसारण हम देख रहे हैं। कोविड 19 महामारी के दौरान सार्वजनिक क्षेत्र के उपक्रमों ने सहायता की है
सेंट्रल पब्लिक एंटरप्राइजेस
इसी से जुड़े कार्यक्रम में शिरकत कर रहे हैं। सूचना एवं प्रसारण मंत्री श्री प्रकाश जावड़ेकर।
Central public enterprises pandemic period are pride of India. Therefore, I am happy they have done laudable launch compendium even during cycle building self-reliant, self-sufficient and resilient India. Therefore, I am happy during COVID-19. So this is very important compendium.
Okay. So basically this was covered widely, the showcasing the kind of work which was done by the public sector enterprises. During the second wave, I told you on the oxygen front, tremendous work was done by the public sector enterprises. I'll request, in fact, while I was talking about the compendium, if you get a chance, kindly go through it. And not only from the public sector fraternity, whether somebody is from private sector, otherwise also, you will take pride in these kind of organizations are there who have done this kind of work in the country. When the second wave came, I was mentioning again, on the oxygen front, we stopped our own plants and gave this oxygen, converting them into medical oxygen and supplied it to the hospital, to the various, nook and corner of the country. Again, infrastructure facilities were given in the medical front. Tremendous work was done by all the organizations. And we at Scope wanted to share with the general public the kind of work which is being done. We came out with the Twitter series. And I am very happy that the Twitters, they got tremendous. We came out with the video series also, and initially, in fact, the contribution from even from the public sector, peer fraternity also was not up to the mark, I will say. In fact, people were not coming forward to share this. After the success of the first tweet, which was at that time, done by Scope, which was tagged to across the country, everybody, and it was so successful that everybody wanted to come forward. Nothing succeeds like success. Everybody wanted to come forward that the kind of work which I have done, that is not covered in that. And later on, we were coming with these tweets, sharing with everybody in the country and internationally also. And once you see this, and you yourself, every citizen of the country will take pride that here are the organizations who have done such kind of work in the country. Excellent work which was done. Can we just see some video, technical team, if you have that? One of the tweet.
Adil, play that if you got some content available.
No, it's okay. Then if not there, then we'll move to something else.
Few seconds, sir. Few seconds. Adil.
Thank you very much. In fact, all this was whatsoever has been displayed here were picked up by our team from the various sites and tweets, etc., and then compiled it, and which has been received. Very well by everybody in the country as internationally also. Thanks to everybody whosoever has contributed in it, and we are really proud to have the kind of organizations. We are only apex body who can compile this and project and showcase to the general masses. Taking it forward, one point which Mr. Rao also in the beginning mentioned, that during this COVID, how the changes have taken place. I will take example of what the new initiative which has been taken at SCO, and similar initiatives during this period have been taken by the various organizations also, which will give some sense of changes which are taking place because of COVID, taking the crisis as an opportunity. In fact, when on 24th of March, if I'm not mistaken, 2020, when lockdown was announced, and SCOPE, in fact, as part of the capacity building, we normally, many of you would have seen our facilities in the SCOPE complex and the SCOPE Minar. Large facilities are there for the conference rooms and where we organize big programs there. And that was the, in fact, modus of imparting training and educating people were there. Now, all of a sudden, lockdown announced what to do. We had a very small communication team. We, moved some people from the technical group to these people and said that something has to be done. Because basically many organizations lost their existence and could not pursue what they had to do basically during this period. People had not heard the name of webinar in our organization also. What is the meaning of webinar, how it has to be organized. Used to having large conferences, big conferences in the conference room, in the auditorium, etc. I, along with my team, announced the program. We said we'll have the program. Let's see what is to be done. And we wanted to do the best of the faculty, called an international legal expert who was known to us, a barrister from the London, on a very pertinent matter on the arbitration, etc. And just imagine, on 8th of April, within a gap of 2 weeks, we organized it, and it was highly successful. So basically, the point is, give a chance to the people, young people, and they will deliver. That's a very important thing. And since then, in the last 1 year, we have organized more than 23 webinars on various subjects, and highly successful all these webinars are. Whether it's on the whether it's on the HR, corporate governance, interaction with the information commissioners, interaction with corporate affairs, interaction with the Secretary, Department of Public Enterprises, interaction with the sitting judges, climate change, new technologies, on health area and spiritual talks also. We organized program with Shri Ravi Shankar interaction. 7 chief executives talked to him one-to-one. Then Sister Shivani also came, and we joined hands with the Fam Health, which is a health channel, a 24-hour channel you would be seeing on the Tata Sky also. And along with them also, we organized 2-3 programs. The last 2 programs were, one was on the mental health and one was the COVID myths and reality. Last Saturday it was there, which was highly successful. And you know that, and we not only, it was a webinar, we used social media there. I'm saying that because I'm linking it to the communication things. We used all the social media. The people who cannot join through webinar, let them join through the Facebook. Let them join through the YouTubes or any other channel. Gave them the links. And last time, in the last Saturday, if I'm not mistaken, 1,100 participants were there, attendees. 1,100 were the attendees, and they had joined with their families. And people were not even wanted to stop. They wanted to continue. Ultimately, I had to stop that. After 2 hours, I said that 2 or 2.5 hours, I said it's over. So that given the opportunity, people delivered it. The same team delivered it. That was one thing which we started during the COVID And I'm sure that many organizations also started like that. We found during this period that our website got the feedback when people started visiting our website. It's a cluttered, in fact, slightly outdated. And we took the step and then revisited it and invited the comments and uncluttered it. And it was relaunched. And I think you people can visit. And if somebody has the comments or suggestions, they are most welcome. Another important aspects which I like touch upon the social media. When I talk about the changing trends in the corporate communication, the conventional systems are giving way for the unconventional areas. And one of the most important thing is the social media. Social media is a very important aspect. We also found, and still most of the public sectors, they are not using the strength of the social media which need to be used. That's a very important message I like to give you. In scope also, so it's a small organization as compared to the various public sectors. We were also not using the social media to it, except for these webinars we started using. So we started using the Twitter in a big way. And this was during the second wave period, not in the beginning, the last 3 months. We said that every employee has to have the Twitter account, come what may be. Even if the small populations are there, they need to have it. And they need to visit one thing, they will be learning it also. And all these tweets during the second wave we launched during the last 2-3 months itself. And just imagine how the reach has reached. Reach has, exponential growth is there. At the end of the March, we had close to 4,900 tweet imprints or the tweet impressions, which went up to more than 15,000 at the end of the April. And in the month of May, during the first 25 days itself, we crossed the 1 lakh mark. And everybody was tagged. And interesting thing was that all the public sector enterprise also joined hands with us then. And we were tagging it, the public sector enterprises, then they were retweeting, etc. These are, I will be requesting all of you that jot se jot jagate chalo, or automatically things will keep on, going to all the masses, to all the, what you call, our target audience. एक बहुत बड़ा इसमें एक सक्सेस रहा है, योगदान रहा है इस दौरान में सोशल मीडिया का. एंड एवरीवन हैज टू चेंज. सोशल मीडिया की जो स्ट्रेंथ है उसको अभी हम पब्लिक सेक्टर्स या फॉरगेट अबाउट पब्लिक सेक्टर, इवन द सीसी कम्युनिकेशन और पीआर फ्रेटर्निटी इज नॉट मेकिंग फुल यूज ऑफ इट, विच अभी भी लोगों को लगता है कि आईटी एरिया का फील्ड है, नहीं है. वी नीड टू मेक यूज ऑफ दैट. This is one new thing which was started there. Then Scope Eminence Award we introduced a few months back during this COVID period itself. Under the Scope Eminence Award, for the first time we said that applications, although we were apprehensive about it, that majority of the applications will be through online. So technology change were taking place, that from the conventional route of physical, we wanted to change the complete platform, and that's what has to happen in the corporate communication everywhere in all the organizations. It was a small experimentation which we did, and we were quite successful. We have come out recently with some of the, because manpower is very thin here, with some of the what you call recruitment, which is on our website. All the applications we are taking online now, and there in fact we are asking for certain what you call professionals in the communication field also, that what you call is still available on our website, and 2 posts we have advertised for that also. That is also online. So technology change which was taking place here. I know that many of the big organizations, public sectors are resorting to this, but still are the smaller organizations are going through the conventional routes. You know that we have got a monthly magazine, Kaleidoscope. In the Kaleidoscope, when there was a very long lockdown, normally it got published, and we have a what you call arrangement with the Indian Post Office for at the reduced rate or whatsoever rates they send it through post. Everything was under lockdown. What to do? We said, but we will not stop even 1 month. Everything was done from house, and electronic version came out of this. And not even one month was lost, and every month we published this, and it was circulated. Of course, physical copies were not coming at that point of time. Subsequently, physical copies started coming. And I will request all of you to go through that, contribute in this magazine, and give us the ideas that how to make it the face of the public sector. All of you are most welcome to contribute in that and give suggestions on that. Babaji mentioned about that in the beginning that I'll announce something. Nothing much to announce. Basically, this Kaleidoscope magazine was introduced 40 years back. So it was introduced in the month of June 1981. So we are going to have the 40th year issue, which we thought that let it coincide with the today's program itself, and that will be the release at the end of the program. So that's one thing which we kept on doing this period. So opportunities out of crisis, by small number of people they did this. Then during this period itself, we printed. It's not exactly diary. It's a diary cum directory, which gives a lot of information, which is very popular. In fact, till yesterday itself, many government officials asked me that you give us that your own diary where gives the information about all the public sector, etc. Very popular. And we are going to come out with because this year majority of the public sector are not published their diaries. So in fact, informations are not available about the contact thing. So we have made some arrangement with one of the agencies to come out with a directory where all the contacts of all the public sector senior officials would be given, and this will be launching now. After that, once all promotion etc. would be over in most of the organization, so that will be a document which will be preparing. We launched many studies during this period, and where also communication played a major role. Just to name few, if I keep on talking, then there will be a long list. But where the role of communication has come, I am just trying to cover that. With the GIZ Germany, on the climate change front, we have conducted a study, and now we are going to start in a very big way with many organizations about educating them about the training need assessment. And this we are going to have a separate web page on our website also. And their communication played a major role in this, conducting the interviews with the chief executives, about the senior executives of the various public sectors, writing the reports on this. Second study which we conducted on the women empowerment. That's also very interesting study with ILO Geneva, and that will also be out shortly. Third, we are doing at the moment in the final stages with the Center for Creative Leadership, USA. That's on the future fluent leadership, and that there also we use the major role of the technology and the communication group. They were the people in the front in that also. These are some of the areas which I told you how the communication played a role during this particular period. What are the kind of changes we made in our own organization. Now coming to the point that how the corporate communication or the PR is evolving over the years in the recent past. You are expert in this, you would be knowing much better. But still, I'll try to attempt something in this regard. You see, the communication or the PR, it is there in one form or other since the time of civilization started in the world. Maybe the formal name might not have been given, that what is the PR or what is this, but it was there. Kings, they were having their own people, pracharak kind of people, they were going here and there. Then in the, what they call last century, it gave the formal shape. Missionaries were using this PR work for the expanding the Christianity. Propaganda was being used during the World War also. A lot of things were being done at that point of time. But PR as such got a profession in the last, I will say, 100 years or so. In the last 75 to 100 years, it has gone multifold and becoming very important. So that's why we're very happy to see the kind of vision which your organization has got to develop it as a profession. And you know that theoretically, if you see this, it is basically strategic communication with the stakeholders. basically for positioning yourself, for influencing the opinion builder, for attracting your customers, for attracting good vendors, for attracting good employees. But in addition to this strategic communication, 3-4 things which get attached based on my own experience I am telling to the PR function. In this, some of the things like event management is one area, hospitality is another area. Pardon me, I'm being candid in this particular thing. So let me remain candid. Whatever is coming in my mind, I'm telling you. Hospitality also come in that area. Logistic arrangement also come in that area. Publication comes in this area. Crisis management comes in this area. That भैया कोई गलत न्यूज आने वाली है कंपनी के बारे में, उसको रुकवा लो. That is a crisis management. होता क्या गया शुरू के दौरान में, when it was known as only public relation, subsequently we changed the name to the corporate communication. 80% of the focus were on these areas which I mentioned at the end. 80% of the time of the communication professional were spent on these areas: event management, hospitality, logistic arrangement, publication. Publication में you give the press release and you have to get it published in this way. Crisis management. वो time peak था, but things are changing over the years. Now I told you, time is there. In fact, people are doing when given an opportunity for the effective and strategic communication, which is positioning them, the organization in the business, positioning the organization for enhancement of business, positioning the organization for attracting good employees, positioning the organization for getting good customers, positioning the organization for getting good vendors also. Very important function. It's a very, I consider this function as one of the such important functions which is, can be put equivalent to HR, equivalent to finance, equivalent to operations, etc. But onus is on you people that how to make it more effective. Don't restrict yourself to only to the small function which I mentioned. Come out of it, because the kind of things, the changes which are taking place, especially in the last few years, which I talked how we have changed. The first and foremost is the social media. From the, which I already talked a lot about the social media, conventional approach in the communication is going to give way for this social media. The reach is going to be too big. Both will run parallelly for few years. Later on, maybe social media will overtake. You see, whether it is Facebook, whether it is YouTube, whether it's WhatsApp, all are having active users more than 2 billion across the globe. 2 billion, 24/7. We cannot say that I don't know. अभी भी अगर आप देख लीजिए, आप ऑर्गेनाइजेशन उठा के देख लीजिए, एक आपकी पूरी सारे पब्लिक सेक्टर्स में 10 लाख एम्प्लॉइज हैं जो एक्चुअल एम्प्लॉइज है. उसके अगर आप कॉन्ट्रैक्ट लेबर वगैरह को मिलाते हैं तो 15 लाख के आसपास है. 10 लाख में से भी करीबन 1 लाख के आसपास ऑफिसर्स और होंगे. इनमें से कितने लोग सोशल मीडिया को यूज कर रहे हैं, कितने लोग एक्सप्लॉइट कर रहे हैं? मेरे ख्याल से अगर आप सब लोग सर्वे करें तो आपको पता चलेगा. हाउ दिस कैन, व्हाई डू टॉक ऑफ देम? Whether as a communication professional, are we using that? Are we making effective use of that? Let us search our hearts, and then you will see. बहुत कम यूज हो रहा है, बहुत कम है. हम we are used to that kind thing कि एक प्रेस रिलीज बन गई और उसके बाद उसको जो है प्रेस के अंदर निकालना है, कैसे निकालना है, उससे हमें बाहर निकलना है किसी तरीके से. ये एक चेंज जो आ रहा है, this is one change which is coming. And I tell you, many companies, many public sectors, I know they have adopted it and they are very successful. Very, very successful. World over this is happening. This is nothing new. But just I wanted to reiterate that. Second point which is coming is the technology disruptions which are taking place. All of us have to learn about the technology. The time has come that we cannot follow the old tool, old methodology. Even using the computer and typing on the computer has got no meaning unless we know the advanced tools of that. We need to learn the tricks of not work from home, but working from anywhere. Working from anywhere is the method which you need to learn all the time in your this small laptop which is before me. That should carry all masalas. ऑल एक्सप्लोसिव शुड बी देयर, वेदर यू एनी कहीं पर बैठ गए, कहीं पर जो है क्या मेल करना है, क्या डाटा है, क्या एनालिसिस है, सब कुछ किया, वहीं का वहीं फिट किया। आपके पास नहीं आया कनेक्शन तो अपने फोन से हॉटस्पॉट किया, क्या किया। वी नीड टू लर्न ऑल दिस टेक्नोलॉजीज, दिस चेंज हैज टू कम एंड सूनर द बेटर वी चेंज आवरसेल्फ। एक टेक्नोलॉजी को चेंज करना बहुत जरूरी है। मैं आपको अपनी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में बताइए कि छोटी सी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, लोगों को कंप्यूटर के बारे में कुछ ज्यादा नहीं पता था। सब लोगों को वी हैव ट्राइड टू मेक देम कंप्यूटर लिटरेट, और किस तरीके से करने की कोशिश की है, और पीपल हैव कम फॉरवर्ड। मेरी ये मानना है कि लोगों को एक बार अपॉर्चुनिटी दो। शुरू के थोड़े दिनों के लिए रेजिस्टेंस होती है। अगर मैं अभी उस टॉपिक पे बात नहीं करना चाह रहा, अगर आप लर्निंग साइकिल को देखें, लर्निंग कर्व को देखें, शुरू की हेजिटेंसी को अगर ब्रेक कर दिया आपने तो डेफिनेटली एवरीबडी विल कम फॉरवर्ड। और पीपल हैव कम फॉरवर्ड। आई हैव गिवन एग्जांपल ऑफ स्कोप इटसेल्फ, द काइंड ऑफ वर्क व्हिच दे हैव डन इन द पास्ट। मैंने कुछ नहीं किया, मैंने सिर्फ उनको गाइड किया है। ये चीजें हमें ज्यादातर पब्लिक सेक्टर्स में लेके आना पड़ेगा। वाई पब्लिक सेक्टर, मोस्ट ऑफ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कन्वेंशनल मोड से हमें बाहर निकलना है। टेक्नोलॉजी का कितना मैक्सिमम यूज करना है, क्योंकि एवरीथिंग विल बी वर्क फ्रॉम होम। सब बैठे हैं यहाँ आज देख रहे हैं, पहले किसी ने सोचा भी नहीं था कभी हो सकता है ये। सो बेसिकली एक छोटा सा आपका लैपटॉप, छोटा सा आपका आईपैड, दैट शुड बी द वर्क फ्रॉम एनीवेयर। वो टेक्नोलॉजी हम सबको सीखनी है। दिस इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट चेंज विच इज टेकिंग प्लेस। तीसरा एक इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट मेरे दिमाग में जो आता है, जो चेंज हो रहा है, कि वी नीड टू बी वेरी प्रिसाइज एंड वी शुड नो व्हाट टू से। लंबी वो जो स्टोरीज लिखने वाला टाइम अब चला गया प्रिंट मीडिया में भी, वो चीज लेके बड़ा एक्सप्लिसिट टाइम लोगों के पास बहुत कम है। कितने कम शब्दों में, कितने पिक्टोरियल वे में, किस तरीके से आप अपने को प्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं, ये एक टाइम आ गया। आप देखिए, मैं मतलब न्यूज़पेपर का स्पेसिफिक नाम ले लूंगा। आई हैव बीन रीडिंग फ्यू न्यूज़पेपर्स फ्रॉम क्वाइट मेनी ईयर्स। आपने देखा होगा पहले न्यूज़पेपर्स के अंदर सिर्फ न्यूज आइटम्स आया करते थे, फिर आस्ता आस्ता लोगों ने उसका जो है ना एक बॉक्स के ऊपर देना शुरू कर दिया, उसका शॉर्ट में दिखाना शुरू कर दिया। पढ़ो, आपको पसंद आया तो आ गया। यही जमाना है, यही है। ट्विटर क्यों पॉपुलर हुआ? कम शब्दों के अंदर जो है ज्यादा से ज्यादा कह के आपने जो है आगे बढ़ गए। वो कहानियां, ठीक है, कहानियां जब उसको इंटरेस्ट आएगा ऑटोमेटिकली वो पढ़ेगा। सो एज ए बेसिकली PR प्रोफेशनल, यू नीड टू नो कि ब्रीविटी इज द सोल ऑफ विट। कम शब्दों में कैसे एक चेंज आ रहा है मेरे हिसाब से। आई मे बी रॉन्ग और राइट, मेरे हिसाब से बहुत बड़ा चेंज आ रहा है। एक चेंज और आ रहा है जो कम्युनिकेशन प्रोफेशनल को देखना है। आई यूज द वर्ड पब्लिकेशन और कंटेंट, दीज टू थिंग्स आर गेटिंग मर्ज्ड। पब्लिकेशन में ये था कि बना के, जैसे आपके स्ट्रेटेजिक मैनेजमेंट वाले ग्रुप ने बना के दे दिया प्रेस रिलीज, उसने बना के दे दिया प्रेस रिलीज, मार्केटिंग ग्रुप ने बना के दे दिया, आपकी जो है इन्वेस्टमेंट वाले ने बना के दिया। नो, now the time has come that communication personnel, he has to prioritize, he has to generate, he has to publish. So he is the person who is the content generator as well as the publisher also. ये बहुत महत्वपूर्ण चेंज है, और मैं बोल रहा हूँ सारी कम्युनिकेशन फ्रेटर्निटी को इस दिशा में सोचना है कि मेरा रोल पूरी तरह से चेंज हो रहा है। तो ये मैं आप सबसे आग्रह करूंगा कि इसको लेके आगे चलो, क्योंकि देखो काफी लोग आपसे भी होंगे जो मिडिल मैनेजमेंट में होंगे। एक सर्वे मैंने पढ़ा था एक बार, जो है यंगर जनरेशन भी जल्दी सीख लेता है काफी ज्यादा, सीनियर लेवल पे सोचते हैं ठीक है कुछ कोशिश कर लूं, नहीं सर्वाइव नहीं कर। सबसे मुश्किल पीरियड आता है बीच वाला, जो मिडिल मैनेजमेंट वगैरह, उनको सिखा पाना। और वो जो है कई सालों के लिए रहते हैं ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के अंदर। सीनियर मैनेजमेंट चला जाएगा 2-4 साल के बाद, तो उनको जो है हमें पकड़ना है। उनको किस तरीके से हमें करना है, टेक्नोलॉजी वाइज ट्रेन करना है, सोशल मीडिया वाइज ट्रेन करना है, और इस तरीके से एक्सपोज करना है कि किस तरीके से चीजों को, किस तरीके का बदलाव लेके आना है। एक नेक्स्ट इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है कि बाउंड्रीज जो है ना, अब जो है ना वो ब्लर हो रही हैं बिटवीन द वेरियस फंक्शंस। मार्केटिंग फंक्शन का काम एक कम्युनिकेशन फंक्शन बहुत बढ़ा के कर सकता है। HR फंक्शन का, बिकॉज कम्युनिकेशन जो है ना, नाउ जब व्हेन द नेम वाज चेंज फ्रॉम इन मेनी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कॉर्पोरेट कम्युनिकेशन, उसका ऑब्जेक्टिव ये था कि कम्युनिकेशन प्रोफेशनल विल बी टेकिंग केयर ऑफ द इंटरनल कम्युनिकेशन ऑल्सो। आपकी डेट में, क्योंकि वी हैव टू बी ट्रांसपेरेंट, वी कैन नॉट बी डिफरेंट फॉर द इंटरनल कम्युनिकेशन, एक्सटर्नल कम्युनिकेशन, बोथ थिंग्स हैव टू मर्ज। तो हमें पूरी नॉलेज होनी बहुत जरूरी है। जरूरी नहीं है कि वी बिकम एक्सपर्ट, पर इतनी नॉलेज होनी चाहिए कि अगर हम, ये नहीं होना चाहिए कि अगर हम बात कर रहे हैं मीडिया से या किसी से, तो हम कहेंगे विल गो बैक, वापस आते हैं पूछ के। नहीं, टू द एक्सटेंट पॉसिबल वी शुड बी कैपेबल और रिस्पॉन्डिंग टू दैट। ठीक है, बिल्कुल आपको फाइनेंशियल फिगर्स वगैरह की इतनी एनालिसिस नहीं कर पाएंगे, उसके लिए आप कहेंगे हम एक्सपर्ट्स को लेके आएंगे, बट जनरल most of the corporate communication people which I have come across in public sector or private sector, they are smart people. They are intelligent people. They are sometimes aggressive also depending on requirement. But one get used to it that same type में काम करने के उसको change करना है. We have to make use of our own smartness, our own intelligence, our own experience, our own expertise, our own qualification. और उससे एक different किस्म का एक मजा आना शुरू हुआ. मैं इस चीज में बिलीव करता हूँ. ये कुछ और जितने बैरियर्स को हम तोड़ेंगे, आपको जो है, आई डोंट वांट टू गो टू द स्टोरीज एनीवे, छोड़िए. अदरवाइज आप देखिए कि किस तरीके से कम्युनिकेशन जो है ना कैसे चेंज किया है. एक आपको भी पढ़िएगा, एक किसी के से एक फेल हुआ था, इसका पेप्सी की जो एड जो 2017 के दौरान में फेल हुई थी, जो है ब्लैक लाइव्स मैटर्स के ऊपर जो था, उसमें जो है इसको स्टोरी को भी देखेंगे, आप देखेंगे उस टाइम क्या हुआ था. कम्युनिकेशन पीपल डिडंट कम फॉरवर्ड मेरे हिसाब से. Marketing people, they said no, we want to have this ad. Communication has to come forward and they have to tell कि क्या इस टाइम मार्केट में जरूरत है. बहुत बड़ा रोल है, और इतना बड़ा रोल बिकॉज मेरे हिसाब से द कम्युनिकेशन पीपल, दे आर द इंफॉर्मेशन कस्टोडियन एंड दे आर द आईज एंड ईयर्स ऑफ द CEO, बट दे हैव टू प्रूव देयर वर्थ, दे हैव टू कम फॉरवर्ड. अब लास्ट पॉइंट जो मुझे, टाइम काफी हो गया एनीवे, तो दिस इज मोर देन रिक्वायर्ड. लास्ट पॉइंट अगर मैं बोलना चाहूंगा कि अगर वे फॉरवर्ड की बात करते हैं तो काफी चीजें कही जा सकती हैं. जैसे मैंने बोला है कि ऑर्गेनाइज्ड फॉर्मल ट्रेनिंग नीड टू बी डन फॉर द PR प्रोफेशनल. वी नीड टू गेट द बेस्ट टैलेंट देयर. वी नीड टू हैव द कोहेसिव एंड कोऑर्डिनेटेड स्ट्रेटजी फॉर दैट पर्टिकुलर थिंग. और एक बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है कि मेरे हिसाब से नेटवर्किंग हैज टू बी क्रिएटेड. Networking among all the PR professional and the corporate communication professional, that needs to be created. We are trying to create in Scope. Let us join hands with all of you. Come forward, give your suggestions. एक होता है कि there are media people are here. एक क्या होता है कि there are two kinds of media people, I feel. One media people are those who create the sensational news. उनको उसमें मजा आता है. दूसरे तरीके की media people वो होते हैं जो हैं content में believe करते हैं, और एंड दे आर मोर फेवरेबली पोज्ड टुवर्ड द किस टाइप का काम हो रहा है. वी नीड टू लोकेट दोज मीडिया पीपल, क्रिएट द नेटवर्क ऑफ देम, एंड सो दैट वी कैन टेक आवर गुड न्यूज एंड टेक इट नॉट ओनली द टू कॉर्पोरेट न्यूज का छोटा कॉलम जो ट्यूसडे या थर्सडे या वेडनेसडे को आता है उसमें नहीं. लेट इट बी इन द फ्रंट साइड. मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ कि अच्छा अगर कंटेंट होगा ऑटोमेटिकली पिक करेगा. मैं एक एग्जांपल दे रहा हूँ. ट्वीट जो हमने किया जब जो है कि लोगों ने कितना काम किया इसमें, जो है टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया ने विदाउट टॉकिंग टू अस इवन, जो सारा मसाला ट्वीट से उठा के पूरा अपने आप डेवलप किया उसमें न्यूज आइटम, और उसको एक पूरे आर्टिकल फॉर्म में दिया. सो दैट्स द मसाला बिकॉज कंटेंट वाज देयर. सो वी आर विद यू. व्हाट यू कॉल स्कोप जो है, वी आर ऑलवेज देयर. वे फॉरवर्ड इज lot can be done and lot needs to be done. Lot is being done also, and you give us ideas, give us suggestions. We being the apex body of the public sector enterprise, we will also take it forward, or we will learn from you. Basically, we want to learn because you people are expert. That's all. With these words, I think I have taken more than required. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank
Excellent.
you very much. As I was telling, सोप्ती साहब एक्सटेम्पोरी बोलते हैं, और जब बोलने सकते हैं फ्लो की धारा शुरू हो जाती है तो फिर उनको एक समय देना ही पड़ता है. तो इसलिए आई सेड कि सर यू take your time, because this time we had identified out of lot of crisis, because he is already working for ILO's meetings, and which are off and on, and they are coming at any time. But with he was very sure that we will do this webinar on time, given time, and then he identified such a slot that we will not have any overlap. So sir, good, right? I am sure there was no calls or pressurizing you, but another 5 or 10 minutes if you give us sir for question and answer, some interaction.
नहीं, आप एक काम करिए बाबा जी. एक तो पहले जो है वो हमारा जो है कलाइडोस्कोप है, let it be released today, so right, that let's coincide with the event purposely. That will be a good point. Let the technical team. उसके बाद जो है I am open to the any question answer if you
very good
wants to know that. Okay.
As I will mention, that when the moment we decided this program and then we fixed a date and time, and we were not aware that this will match. So this is a divine simulation.
ये तो chance की बात है, it's a mere chance.
This is a divine simulation, and this must happen. May I request the IT team to come forward and do this? Sir, I must mention about one thing about your IT team, PR team, or CEC team, whatever you name them. They are very proactive. एंड वो इतना रहता है उनके ऊपर प्रेशर कि इतनी सर पता नहीं कब मांग लेंगे, क्या मांग लेंगे. मैंने उनको बोला यार सब कुछ की क्या जरूरत है. कहते नहीं सर आपको पता नहीं है साहब कब क्या बोल लेंगे. एंड दे रिएक्टेड आल्सो. Very good, sir. Thank you very much. And this is also our people must learn that we should be able to deliver 365 24/7. And we learned that tip from you also. Over to you for releasing this thing.
Please.
Who will take, Adil or Nisha? They are coming, sir. Excellent compilation, sir. Excellent compilation. I must mention पुरानी चीजों से बहुत प्यार है हमारे को भी. और 100 साल जब सिविल एविएशन के हुए थे सर, तो हमने 100 ईयर ऑफ सिविल एविएशन सेलिब्रेशन करने की सोची और बहुत काम करे. तो एक चीज उस टाइम डॉक्टर नसीम रेड्डी होते थे हमारे सेक्रेटरी, तो उन्होंने बोला कि इस पर एक किताब जरूर निकालना. एंड हमने कॉफी टेबल बुक से स्टार्ट करा था और बनते बनते वो बुक ही बन गई. And while I was looking at this is certainly not only a compendium, this will be a book in itself. And Sopti sir has agreed that we will be sharing a digital version of this with all those persons who are present here. And we were 117 plus as I was looking at the wave. Right.
Yes.
Right, sir. So we will request your permission to share with all the people who are attended the digital version. We will share with them so that it becomes घर के कहानी की तरह popular होनी चाहिए. That's okay. And sir, this Kaleidoscope is a magazine which we all are linked with that. We are anchored with this. Kaleidoscope का नाम आते ही हमारे को अपनी पुराने दिन की यादें आ जाती हैं. कुछ आर्टिकल ऐसे थे, शायद मैंने अपनी बॉस के लिए लिखे थे, यहाँ छप गए तो हमारा प्राइड है. कुछ आर्टिकल लेटर स्टेज में जब हम लिखने लायक हो गए, हमने लिखे तो वो छाप दिए, तो हमारी यादगार बन गई. और जब इस कैलेडोस्कोप की बात करें और धवन साहब की बात ना करें तो दिल ही मानता नहीं है. धवन साहब ऐसे थे कि प्रेशर पा के, बाबा साहब तुहानू क्या सीगा, 2 दिन हो गया है, आर्टिकल छपया नहीं, मैगजीन जा रही है, छपन जा रही है, लास्ट डेट हो गई है, तो लाइक दैट करके ही वाज सो पुशिंग. एंड मिस्टर धवन, कैलेडोस्कोप, scope, they are all one word to us, sir. So he is also one of our executive committee board members. So you must have heard about him, and he is a great contributor. And rather, we were thinking that sometime we will come to you and we will take inspiration for publication, etc. But now you yourself have offered that we must contribute. It's a great offer from you, and a lot of encouragement. Right, sir. And sir, from your talk today, yes, you're right. Lot of myths have been removed. Many young people who are having something in their mind, and what are PSU, what are their capabilities, really have been erased from their mind. And there have been a lot of questions that we will come on that. But the way forward which you have given, yes, that is very, very well said. And it has come from your side. And I personally know that whatever you are saying, you have tried, tested on yourself first, and only then you have recommended this, because I have seen you, the way you work, the way you perform, wherever you've been. So I know that that's okay. And this one you mentioned about the diary. Again, the diary was one thing I was also missing other day. अगर हम धवन साहब से मिलने जाते तो एक कॉफी और एक डायरी वो ड्राज में रखते थे, तो एक चेमन के लिए और एक मेरे लिए. तो आई ऑलवेज रिमेम्बर. एंड टेकिंग इंस्पायरेशन फ्रॉम दैट, सर, वी हैड डेवलप्ड ये डायरी, ये पॉकेट डायरी हमने एक बनाई थी. बिल्कुल आप देखिए, जस्ट जो जेब में आईटी कार्ड की तरह. एंड देन वी हैड वन जैकेट, एंड दिस इज व्हाट वी लर्न फ्रॉम द इंस्टीट्यूशंस लाइक यू. With this also, I would take your permission to take few questions. And I was thinking initially कि मैं ये question allow करूँगा, ये permit करूँगा. But as I was progressing, and I hats off to your intuition. Your intuitive level is so perfect, and you were covering everything. Whatever somebody was asking, next few minutes it was covered. But still, there are some opportunities. There are something when we discuss a new something evolves. So if somebody in the back room is listening me, I had identified few questions which had come at the early stage, and then I would request ज्ञानेश्वर साहब है इसके हमारे वेब में. ज्ञानेश्वर दयाल जी is a very senior journalist. He had framed a few questions, and but then I think partly has been answered also. But still we honor him one to one. Can you put on Gyaneshwar ji? And second is Mr. Harbhajan Singh. दो आदमियों का लाइन अप एटेड करके ले लो, और अगर होगा तो मैं एक दो क्वेश्चन इकट्ठे भी लूंगा, so that we can answer separately. Time is very critical. तो जिस दिन का मैं नाम लूँ अपना, वो रिक्वेस्ट फॉर स्पीकिंग डाल दें, so that host can allow them to speak also. Otherwise they can make some attempt to put their mic on. हेमंत जरा देखिए, ज्ञानेश्वर जी या हरभजन सिंह, दो आदमियों को आप ले ले क्वेश्चन पर, फिर मैं नहीं तो एक दो और. आई वाज जस्ट थिंकिंग, एक दो वो सीनियर वेटरन लोग हैं, उनको सुनना भी हमारा एक चार्म और ड्यूटी है. हेलो, आर यू एबल टू ब्रिंग देम इन? मेरे को लगता नहीं है अवेलेबल है, नहीं है.
आगे चलो बाबा साहब, अगर वो ज्वाइन करेंगे.
हाँ, राइट, ओके. देन अक्षत इज देयर. Akshat has phrased a very good. He is a very young officer and he's very visionary also, and he has got a lot of intuition to ask questions. He frames Akshat. So it's a question of availability, or it's a question of not they are able to come in. Who will confirm that? Hemant? Hemant, you advise us. Accordingly, we will plan.
I thought we can read it out, Baba Sahib. If you have the question in front of you.
Let me see what he is. Hemant, एक बार पूछता हूँ.
Let me call him.
Shall I call him? That can go on parallelly. What I'm suggesting is we can just go ahead and read the question.
Okay. No, he told they are coming in because sometimes systematic thing. Yes, let them in. Anidon. All right. Hello. Yes, Shivam. You can read your question.
Am I audible?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Thank you, sir, for this wonderful session. I can already see the chat room buzzing with a lot of comments. So my question is that what level of freedom do you think media practitioners enjoy in developing countries like India, for example? Because nowadays there is a lot of sensationalization of news. A TV host, for example, should have an ideal role and function. So are they on right track? What level of freedom do you think media professionals enjoy in India?
Anyway, that's a very difficult question for me, but nevertheless, I'll try to attempt. Because what kind of... I couldn't get your name. Akshit. Was what?
Shubham, sir.
Shubham. Okay. The question you are asking, what kind of freedom the media personnel in the country enjoy in India? Look, if you go to the media definition as such in India, they are the fourth pillar of the democracy. Three pillars, you know. Legislative is one, judiciary is the second one, executive is the third one, and fourth pillar is media. I personally feel the freedom is available. It depends that how to take this kind of freedom. There is no restriction in giving your free journalism, your free views, free opinions, provided you raise yourself above your own requirements. I don't want to go in details. But I personally feel freedom is available. It's an individual that how to make use of this particular freedom. I still know that many journalists are there whom we read properly, and we see that they express their views very clearly and explicitly. And sooner or later, if the media personnel here, they're also listening, if they don't come out freely and frankly about their views and they report the news correctly, they will be giving way to the social media which I am mentioning. Because in the social media, what will happen, people will start giving their own views instead of the media personnel themselves giving their views. So, in nutshell, I will say freedom is there. It's the fourth pillar. It's up to the media person. How do they make use of this? Thank you.
Baba sir, you are not audible.
Baba sir, unmute kar li. Akshat hai kya? Akshat is there. He can ask his. Akshat, go ahead.
Yes. So, sir, really appreciate your key insights during the address and really loved every bit of it. I have just a couple of questions that since PSUs are actually playing a crucial role in keeping the wheel of economy moving forward. While doing so, what role can public relation departments play in achieving the organizational goals? Number one. And number two, do you think public relation departments in PSUs must be elevated to the policy decision-making level?
Good points. Akshat, you are from which organization? If I get your introduction.
Sir, I am from Power Grid. I work in the public relation department.
Okay. So there are 2 points you mentioned. At what level these people would be, whether that level should be elevated and what role they can play. I think some of the points I've already covered in my talk. Communication can play a major role in meeting the company's objective, which I have elaborated how they can do, positioning the company internally as well as externally, communicating to the decision influencer, opinion makers, communicating with the various agencies, helping the company in decision making in the marketing area, in the HR area, in the administration area, because I feel the communication people can be the, as I mentioned I think in my talk also, they are supposed to be, whether they are or not, that I leave it to the people like you. They are supposed to be the information custodian of all information. They are supposed to guide the management that what needs to be done. And then, of course, I am sure that the top management, especially in the public sector enterprise, are very competent people, and if proper guidance is given to them, they will follow. Now, the point is that where the level should be elevated. Yes, time has come that the level of the communication need to be elevated. There is a concept, you see that in the many multinational, etc., which is being followed now by us also. Chief Executive Officer are there, CEO is there, CTO is there, Chief Technology Officer, CHRO is there, Human Resource Officer are there, CMO is there. And similarly, time has come and many progressive looking organizations are already following them. They are calling it CCO, Chief Communication Officer. Chief Communication Officer need to be there. But I have already mentioned what he needs to be the capable person addressing, capable person or capable team of all the points which I have mentioned during my talk, that what the traits need to be there during the changing what you call scenario in the communication area. I am with you that we have to come out of those work which I had mentioned, that not only event management, not only logistics or something, we have to move ourselves to much greater area, and which we are capable, which we can do and we can deliver, and we can work a lot for furtherance of the organization. Thank you.
Any more questions, Baba sir?
Babaji is frozen, I think.
Can somebody help us? Shubham? If you are able to access the chat box, Shubham?
I'll call him.
Mr. Ashwini is there. He's asking, he wants to raise some question. Mr. Ashwini, is he there in the?
Shubham is getting in.
Mm-hmm.
You spoke very well, sir. Well, we want to listen more, you know. It was a very wonderful and knowledgeable session.
Right. I think the technology, you know, is playing a game with us. It happens. शुरू में जब सब ईमेल होता था ना, तो कोई आदमी बोलता था कि मैंने आपको ईमेल कर दिया, मिला नहीं, तो कहता नहीं यार मिल जाएगा सुबह तक, क्योंकि वो वाया अमेरिका होके आता था. तो लाइक दैट अभी हम एक बार आउट हो जाते हैं तो पता नहीं कहाँ से घूम के आते हैं. Right. Right. Quickly, you have your question, Saurav, and then we will try to wrap up because we already. Please have your question, Saurav.
Right, sir. Am I audible?
One second. Sir had initially told me that he would love to have interaction with young. So I have identified a few young lots, sir. Right. Over to you, sir. Please carry on.
Shubham, go ahead.
Yes, sir. So one of the questions which we have is that sometimes there are budget constraints. Even when we are doing a small advertisement promotion on social media nowadays, it comes with a cost. So how do we tackle when there are budget constraints, for example? How do we deal with that? Because PR is not cheap, it is very expensive at times, and it is very labor intensive also. So how to handle budget constraints when it comes to PR activities?
I feel that the people who formulate the budget are the chief executive or the director of finance, etc. The budget is allocated depending upon the utility of that function and the need of that function. If that particular area is able to, like you're talking of PR or event, etc., they are able to deliver to the requirement of the organization, I am sure the budget will not at all be a constraint. And that can be definitely met and that can be achieved also. For that, you have to prove your worth that this is required or this is not required. This is the one of the most important thing. Now there are tools available. I didn't talk about that, but otherwise there are tools available for measuring the performance of the PR or communication activities. There is analytics. A big work has been done in the analytics or the other areas also. How to measure the performance of the whatsoever expenditure is being made in the PR, etc. I think slowly, definitely everything will be measured in that particular regard, and budget can be met if we are able to deliver that. I personally feel so. I have never come across in my career, if I am as a junior person also, if I gone to my bosses and I have told them that this is the value for the money it is going to give you, then definitely this is. But if you feel that it is not coming forward, put forward your proposal in a manner that it gives benefits to the management.
Yeah. Right. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Sir, I know that 6 o'clock was the last ultimatum. And with this, now I think we will keep the discussion at rest, sir. And there are a lot of questions. We will make a compendium of those questions and forward to your team, and they will approach you at your leisure. You can address them. And because it will become beneficial for us all, so we will share with our community the replies to that, sir. And I must mention, sir, this video recording of today will go a long way in building a strong and sustainable public relation, corporate communication in the corporate world and in the society at large. And before I come to the last, not but the least item of vote of placing on record the vote of thanks, I must mention the another board member which is always with us when we are doing some kind of a, or when we are developing such programs, right? Mr. Vivek Shukla. Mr. Vivek Shukla is other joint secretary level officer, and he helps. He's a senior journalist. He has got over 17 years of experience of journalism, and then he is a star news product. We always tell him a star. He is a star news product. We always love him, and he runs a full-fledged PSU Watch portal. And that is what strengthens our voice also in the corporate world. And he's an active member of Public Relations Society, and he believes in change in the society. By effective communication, we can bring a change, and that's the reason. And then now I will request Mr. Vipin Kharbanda. Vipin Kharbanda, as you are already aware, he is another media veteran. He had the Divya Himachal Media Group at the level of Vice President, and he is a member of n number of professional bodies and institutions. Wherever we go, we find him associated in some way or the another. A good motivational force for us to bringing resources as and when required. Over to him, sir. Over to you, Vipinji.
Thank you, Baba sir. Thank you very much. Supti ji, thank you very much. Sir, we, the members of Public Relations Society Delhi, deemed it our proud privilege to propose vote of thanks. Gratitude is not just a sentiment, it is a reverence of the heart. Our heartfelt and sincere thanks to Shri Atul Supti ji for giving this enlightening and very informative session. Sir, you have cleared most of our doubts pertaining to the role and contribution of CPSEs during pandemic, on the thoughts of the PSUs, changing trends in the communication, evolving role of the communication, and also the suggestions on the way forward for the communicators during such crisis. We are grateful to all our guests, participants, and our audience for making this webinar a great success. Our sincere thanks to the Office of DG for being our source. Thanks to the IT and PR team of Scope who have worked day and night, when even up till the last. Special thanks to Ms. Nisha ji, Sharma ji, Adil ji, and Ms. Lipi. Without them, it was not possible to conduct the webinar. We sincerely appreciate the missionary zeal with which all have worked towards the success of the webinar. Extraordinary energy, free and frank discussion to reach out to the new ideas, to synergize the delivery is praiseworthy. So far as the entire team of Public Relations Society Delhi governing body is concerned. Once again, we thank you, sir, for your presence by sparing time from your busy schedule and valuable information shared with us. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much again. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks to all. Thank you very much.
Sir, thank you very much. थोड़ा समय सही होगा तो हम आपके ऑफिस में आके पर्सनली मिलेंगे with the mask and social distancing on. Right,
और सर अभी आपको छोड़ने का मन नहीं कर रहा सर, इतना कुछ आपसे सीखा आज, तो because of the time part we have to leave. Thank you very much, sir. Thanks again, sir.
Thank you.
Right, sir. Thank you, and thank you to everybody.
Thanks to all participants. Thank you.
Right, sir. Thank you, sir.